So it's been about letting go of a lot of things, getting ourselves in a position to be able to let go of them and still produce quality material. Put the freelancers in the best possible place they can be to actually generate content that is interlocks with ours fluidly. And that's rough because you have to get a lot of editors on board that believe in the product and believe in the same types of mechanical underpinnings that we do. And we have to get graphic designers together that really have a vision. And we have to get writers together that just see the product. And a lot of that is coming into place. We're not quite there yet, but the pieces are falling.
Right.
So, and Mistborn, it was one of those things where we looked at it and said, we're going to get this, we're going to go after this. And when it comes together, hopefully it comes together in time for us to make this third book, and it did.
Right.
Then we're just going to go for it. And so that's where we are. But it's not going to slow us down on everything else. So that's why we say there are going to be freelancers on this product. It's going to happen, but it's going to happen with help. So anybody have any questions about the new thing or any of the old stuff?
Stun tiles?
We have.
So with Brandon working on the Wheel of Time series, is there any chance you could maybe later hook up a deal with live Wheel of Time?
Unlikely, since there's already been a
I think, yeah, the Jordan Estate would have something to say about that.
I'm not sure that we want to do one, because there's already one out.
Yeah.
The same adventure for
Are you
how
talking the D20 version?
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's still one out.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. I think.
And it's recent.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But Brandon has other properties he's developed and things
Sure,
like that too. I mean, he's kind of going. I mean, he's working the wheel right now, and I think that who knows where it's going to go. What's going to come out of this guy? His career has been like astronomically successful. It's happening so fast for him, and so it's nice to kind of hitch our little tiny dinghy, like ride a little ways even. So yeah, it's a cool opportunity for us, and I think we'll make a fun game out of it.
Yeah. I really love the setting. Alex turned me onto it, and it's just it's magical.
I killed production for a while with it, so it was good.
Well, not long. What do you want to get us lynched?
It wasn't months. It was just days.
Hours.
Critical hours.
I read the website.
30 seconds to kill production. 30 seconds.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Wow. Are we actually going to end early? What's up there?
There's questions.
You mentioned it in the it's in the Gen Con book, the Spycraft LARP setting from last night. Did you talk about that yet?
Vow of Silence. We have talked about it. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
We can talk more about Valve and
We
what else
can.
know about that.
It's not the X-Files. It's
No.
not Crucible.
No aliens.
There's no aliens. There's no monsters. In fact,
There's no stretchy dude. As
yeah.
far as I know.
There's nothing but ghosts are a little bit in it, and magicians and
Sorcerers.
Sorcerers.
Like, and there's a rabbit.
Well, no, there are magicians too.
Hey, those rabbits.
That's true.
There are mimes.
Rabbits can take over the world then.
Let's see that some of the cool stuff. So Lauren, I'm still actually working through those documents because they haven't really been a priority for us to get out, although they will become a priority soon. But Lauren Dean, one of our freelancers, came up with a lot of the background for it and has done a spectacular job. And to give you some examples, he came up with this idea. How many of you are familiar with the Winchester House? Okay. Winchester House is basically the house that was built by the Winchester family of Winchester rifle fame.
Sarah Winchester.
Sorry?
Sarah Winchester.
Right, and at one point she saw a psychic, as I understand, and the psychic said, in order to appease all of the spirits of the people that your husband's designs and his company have killed, you're going to have to continue to build on your house for as long as you live.
So closer to when you finish this house, you're gonna die.
That's what it is. Okay. And so this house is a menagerie. It's got staircases leading up to ceilings, and it's got doors opening on the 4th floor, and all sorts of weird stuff. And so Lauren ran with this idea and thought, well, there's actually a whole series of floors that no one can see in this world. There's extra floors that were built only in the spirit world, and so there's yeah.
There's no 12, there's no 11.
Yeah, so there's a lot of nodes like that where he's taken really cool real world stuff and created adventure locations out of it.
Right. And
Yeah.
some wild stuff like the way it ties into real world. Yeah,
Right.
it's a
The
lot.
Black
It's like
Taj is
yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
folk mythology. There's like one of them is essentially like an assassin's cult that uses
Yes,
prisons to train up its guys, which is written by Mark Newman. Right?
Yeah, I think that
Yeah,
is.
so there's just a lot of really cool things that people playing with the fringe sort of elements, not the fringe with a capital F, but the fringe elements of a society and urban legend and stuff like
Got
that.
a group called the Pendulum that we're in the LARP. They're these insane power mongers that think they can view magic power through mathematical formulas. So you get these guys that use these complex computers and other technology to capture and enhance magic. So it's a neat setting. Scott's done a really great job coming up with the basics. This is a good example of crafty in a lot of ways with a lot of products in the future. Not all of them, but a lot of them.
Right.
Where Scott came up with a blueprint and said, this is what I want. And then he just stopped. He said, okay, I'm going to go work on Fantasy Craft, and this is going to be freelancers. And he gave it away, and the freelancers ran, and it wound up being
And he
really
guided
cool.
them through the process.
Oh, yeah,
That
yeah.
it was constant back and forth, but it's
But
no.
his involvement
Very
is
good,
email.
very good project management
Yeah.
combined with good mechanics,
Yeah.
and it came up. And then we got out of it some fantastic fiction and a world to build it around. So it's been very successful.
Is it something where you're playing only special ops, or can you play a faction of magic?
I don't see why you couldn't
builders
play.
or-
I believe it's set up, and again, I'm still working through the documents, but I believe that it's set up to allow for play from any angle.
Kind of a standard faction system,
Yeah,
and really build on it, except for the flavor in that set.
Right.
exactly.
Okay.
And this will all interlink with Spellbound and things like that.
Yeah, it's
This-
actually the setting for Spellbound, quote unquote.
Right, so you get to see some bridging stuff, and then of course Spellbound has utility with a lot of other, obviously a lot of fantasy craft stuff and things like that.
Fantasy Craft will have a sampling of the